Greetings, woman. I'm Andy.
And I'm George.
And this is Couscous.
And welcome back to the Windmill Full of Corpses.
Right, so this song is called Vacuum Cleaner.
Or Brainwash. Whichever one you want to go for. Or sticking a vacuum cleaner up someone's brain.
Okay. So, this is Linkin Park, the Emptiness Machine. Linkin Park is one of the most important formative bands of our life.
And of many people's lives.
And of many people's lives, yes. And this is a pivotal moment in music and metal in the 21st century. Which means we need to treat this with all the respect and tactfulness that we can possibly conjure up.
So not what I just did.
Like a bulldozer with no brakes.
Yeah, like that.
There's a new singer. Her name is Emily Armstrong.
Although she did not walk on the moon, as far as I know.
Wow! And I am genuinely nervous and a little bit scared to hit play.
A bit more on Emily. She's from a band called Dead Sarah. Let us know if we should react to them. I never heard of them. That's everything I have on Emily.
Yes, that's everything we have on Emily.
I'm ready.
No.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine. Oh!
Keep on lying to
I shit you not, I have goosebumps right now. That was so good. I don't even know where I want to start with this. It feels like Linkin Park.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
It really feels like Linkin Park. And what I would actually say it feels like is like an in-between of Linkin Park's Chester eras, if you will. So they had the early nu metal era, and then from the third album they went a lot more poppy in a way. A lot more. This sounds like the earlier, but is written more like the latter.
I feel something like that too. Like, Minutes to Midnight is also that. And I'd say if this is similar to anything in their past, it's most similar to the sound on Minutes to Midnight.
Yeah.
Because you have that drive on the guitars that isn't quite the really nu metal stuff at the very beginning, but it's also not the more toned down later stuff. You have Mike singing like he does on the later stuff, none of the actual rapping.
Mm-hmm. The singing reminded me a bit of his singing on Iridescent, but like if he was doing that style of singing, but a bit more energetic and lighthearted.
Okay, so obviously we have to talk about Emily's vocals. It's just, for me, now I'm in a point where I feel like I want to listen to this 8 more times before I can actually talk about Emily's vocals. The most important thing is that when she sings, it feels like Linkin Park. To me. I know that to a lot of people that won't be the case, but to me, that's where it is. The distinct element in Chester's voice that made Linkin Park was that he had that grit, that rasp, that was very aggressive but very emotional at the same time, right?
Yeah,
and it felt like an outpour.
Yeah.
And that comes through when she sings. Like, very few singers can get that.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only one that did that, but he did it in a very, very specific way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of feeling of an outpour of emotion comes through, and it feels authentic.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to replacing Chester, it's that thing that she's not replacing Chester. But she is singing Linkin Park.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you feel the similarity in a way. She's trying to sing Linkin Park music. That's where and I'm saying this because I really didn't want to draw comparisons, but it feels like it, man! It takes me back!
Yes. Well, we didn't mention Chester a lot so far, and that's partly because a lot of the baggage, and it's kind of difficult to talk about it. And I kind of went in this with the mindset that I don't want to talk about Chester.
Yeah.
I just want to see what the people who are his brothers feel like it's best to do in the future. And it's also difficult because I can't really circle around it. So to some degree, we're gonna clash into that when we try to talk about how she sounds.
But there are some things I want to say about her voice.
She also has a throwback vibe, like a lot of more raspy, gritty female voices used to sound in the early 2000s. So that also resonates with the Linkin Park scene, with the scene that they were in, even if not exactly to where they were.
I don't know what Dead Sarah is, but if it's in any way rooted in that era of nu metal, then this is not very surprising, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty typical singing style to have your clean voice not be entirely clean.
Yes.
Now, what I think they did best with the presentation in this song is that they didn't start with her.
Yes.
So they let you build anticipation and let you build curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
And they show you what the music is like.
Yes.
So then when she lands, you're full focus on what she's doing, because the rest of the song you kind of already got into the vibe.
Yes.
So that is very well executed, both artistically and to present the singer.
Yes.
And she starts in the verse, she starts all clean, and like, right, the first verse. I was sold on the first line because it's like, starts all clean, and then she says the word revolver.
Revolver.
And on that, you get a bit of grit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that right there, she showed that she can fade in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the most important things, technically, vocally, to fit Linkin Park's style.
Mm-hmm.
Because on Chester's parts, they always had this thing of like doing clean stuff and then doing harsh stuff and doing in-betweens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made the music so visceral.
Mm-hmm. Okay, lyrics are a very important topic with Linkin Park. I don't know if I can comment on them yet. Because I didn't catch and I didn't remember enough of it, and there was so much that I was trying to process given that this is a first audition, but
it's definitely feels like somebody being drawn into a machine, like a system that works against them, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of Linkin Park lyrics used to feel that way before, even though I feel like they were more personal and relationshipy. This would feel like it's something that could be about like the music industry or the toxic parts of it, or like a toxic relationship with a fan base and getting abuse online or something like that, right? Being caught up in that system it feels a bit like it could be about that. That was an intuition I had while hearing the lyrics, but I don't want to go any deeper into it because I don't know at this point, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to develop a relationship with these lyrics.
One thing I want to say about the lyrics is that there was one line where it said something along the lines of, "I'm not gonna be what you want me to be,"
Because obviously they won't.
but I'm wondering whether that's a reference to, "I'm tired of being what you want me to be."
Mm-hmm.
They could be referencing the previous work.
Mm-hmm.
I saw numb when I heard that line.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the video, I saw the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the video, the effects on the video flashback to New Divide.
Yes. I thought of that too. And a lot of the drum stuff are either full on drum stuff, but you also get some of that fuzzy drum sound that they had when they did more electronic-y things.
Yeah.
So that's also, a lot of the elements in their sound come together here, and it's very in the middle between all the shades of Linkin Park, which I think is a very balanced decision on their behalf.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a very, very, very strong comeback. And if this is something to me, it's just a celebration of the fact that what remains from Linkin Park wants to move forward.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time coming to do all this. So
I think most of what I have now, and most of what I think we should have towards the fact that this is happening, is gratitude.
definitely,
yes. I'm just so happy this is happening.
They put out like 6 shows around the world, like a tour, and I think they sold out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of them.
Yeah, obviously not. But if they're gonna be touring more extensively, I definitely want to see them again. We have seen Linkin Park live once. Do we want to get into that?
Yeah, that is very possibly, I never thought about this in detail, but it's very possibly the reason why we're the metalheads we are.
Yes.
When we were 14, we saw Linkin Park in Romania, in Bucharest.
13.
13?
We were 13. It was in 2012. It was in early summer of 2012. So we were about to be 14.
Let's not debate the age.
Yes.
I remember 14. Anyway, we were front row. we were in the middle of our Linkin Park craze. We had found the band for a year and something, and we were there. We were singing all the lyrics. We were hyped, and this guy, Chester, noticed us, and he threw drumsticks and guitar picks at us. And when we couldn't catch them because there were bigger people around, he gave them to the security guard and pointed at us.
Mm-hmm.
And we unfortunately don't have them here because they're at our home in Romania, but
I don't know if I ever in my life really actually got jelly knees where I couldn't stand, but I did then. I had to hold on to the fence.
yeah.
Imagine being 13 in that situation. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to sit on this one a lot, and I'm gonna be jamming it a lot. And whatever emptiness the machine may have thrown at you fellas, I hope you can fill that void. And there's multiple voids to fill. So, I'm just happy to see them do something again and being able to communicate in the way that they used to. Also, nobody's talking about the fact that there's a new drummer.
Yeah, and Tank has some pretty cool things to say about him. Go watch Tank's video on the whole Linkin Park thing.
Yes.
We like Tank.
He's also addressed a lot of the bullshit that we didn't want to get into.
Deliberately.
Yes, deliberately didn't want to get into that. He addressed a lot of that, I think, with the most level-headed take you can possibly find. So, for all the clickbaity people out there, do your thing.
Are we done?
No.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. With bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Of course, yeah.